everybody, and welcome back to Roll Call. And normally there are people that yell, and I forget that that's not this show. That's the other show. By the way, you should check out our Friday night game, Slivers of Fate. It's a D&D 5e homebrew campaign, so check that out. But before we get into the rest of the channel and everything, players, could you guys all do your thing where you go around and you say your name and you say who you're playing and you say your thing? Starting with Eris.
I am Eris Von Jabberwock, noble heir to the Jabberwock name. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm a horse crawler Josema, like stream anything she fancies. You can find me streaming over at Twitch at Eris Von Jabberwock, and you can also find me on Twitter at Airwalk. And tonight, I am the group's Tremere, Grima.
Alright, Fen.
Good morning evening. I'm Fenwick Alcester, the Demon Moose. You can find me on Twitch at Fenwick Alcester, Twitter at Fenwick Alcester, and Blue Sky at fenwickalcester.ca. I play Erasmus, the group's Toreador.
Alright. Junie.
I am Junie Von Esch. You'll be seeing me play Lucy Dawson, also known as her Royal Highness, the Princess of Battleburg. And I am an Assamite that is having to turn into a Banu Hakim, which is very sad for me.
Alright. Katie.
Hey, I'm Katie. I play Delilah, the Brouhaha. You can follow me on TikTok at k.k.Novak Arthur, where I'm going to be posting some of my snippets of my writing, as well as my craft works. As you can see, I did one for Junie Von Esch. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah.
Eee.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. Kerrick.
It'd help if I wasn't double muted. Hi, I'm Kerrick, the painter. I am playing the group's Zimitzi Ludwig. You can find me over on Instagram at Kerrick_the_painter, which has links to my other sites, including Mastodon, Twitter, and my TikTok, where I am just Kerrick the Paint. I'm just a paint color there.
Okay. The Paint. Star.
Hello, I'm Stardust, Crown Princess to the Crystal Kingdom. Bow down to me. I'm a Unicorn Princess VTuber that plays a lot of different shit, including Infinite Wealth, which I'll be playing tomorrow at twitch.tv/Stardust_Shimmer. You can. Oh yeah, hi, I'm Morana.
Cool. And I'm Psymerc. I'm your storyteller for the evening. You can catch me right here every Friday and Sunday for D&D on Fridays, and of course DC by Night Sundays. We just finished up with our season finale over on the RPG table last night. So that was a wild season. Thank you, Junie, Madam Storyteller, over there. It was fantastic. If the VODs get put up on YouTube, you should check them out. So we are going to be taking a little bit of a break from Vampire, but we should be back in April for some Changeling, as John is going to be running a Changeling game for us, so check that out. Should be a great time. I've never played Changeling before, so anyway, everybody, please give me rouse checks as you all awake for the evening.
I am not hungry.
I get hungry.
I
am
get
not-
angry.
Not hungry.
All right. So, as the events of 2 weeks ago at this point have happened, you all sort of walked in to this situation not really knowing what was going on. There were some conversations that were held at the Dragon's Brew, talking it out, sharing experiences. Your ghouls have a betting pool on several things, including whether or not Ludwig and Delilah will kiss or kill each other. There may be similar odds for both. Hard to say. And following that, Erasmus got a phone call from a distressed fledgling as you all made your way back to Falls Church, where you found the young fledgling sire had staked himself, and unfortunately, it was not an enchanted stake. He did, in fact, have stake bait. So, now you all find yourself in this situation where over the last 2 weeks, some of you have had conversations with various people, including a gentleman known simply as the Curator. other people have talked with their ghouls, checked in, talked with one another, discussed certain theories and such. Some of you have talked to other people, including a previous lover, who just so happens to be back in town for the time being. And as far as things in the barony goes, there really hasn't been a whole lot of improvement. And that's going to bring us to where we are now. So, starting with Grima and Erasmus. Grima,
Yeah.
you wake up, kind of do your thing. Are you going to go talk to your friend downstairs?
Yeah, I'll go down and tell her about my day or night.
You go downstairs, talk to your new friend about your night. Erasmus, as you're waking up, there will come a rather sort of light knock on your door. Not your bedroom door, your house door.
All right. Yeah. Erasmus will pause. I don't think we were expecting anyone. And we'll head down and probably just like I imagine there's probably like a window in the door. Who would like could I see anyone through?
Do you got Auspex?
I do have sense the unseen,
Cool.
yes.
Could you please roll it for me?
Okay, fantastic.
No
Brilliant.
premonition.
No, not this one.
Fair point.
Let's see. I always forget what the actual like just straight normal roll is for.
Pretty sure it's
sense the
wits and Auspex. Fairly certain.
Yeah, wits and odd specs. Okay. Ruh-roh. Oh no, it could be. Oh, it can be resolved, and it doesn't matter. They're both the same. Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes. You don't initially see anybody.
Hmm. Yeah, Erasmus would approach the door and loudly enough to be somewhat heard from outside just say, "I'm aware you're there. I would appreciate if you show yourself before I choose to open the door."
As you say that, you'll get like another slight knock. You can tell now that you're at the door. It's coming from lower down, as you just hear from the other side of like a little bit of a whispery rasp. Just kind of be
Oh,
like,
no.
ah, but then they'd know that Crunkle was here.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yes.
Crunkle!
Erasmus chuckles and it goes, "Ah, yes, very well," and he'll open the door.
Yep. As you open the door, and as the unseen Nos will make his way in, waiting for the door to close before dropping his obfuscate. You will see Crunkle in all of his little goblin-y, gremlin-y energy glory, as he just like looks at you and just sort of is like, "Ah, yes, you were there. You were there when we saw the man."
Yes, indeed, I was.
Yes, you were.
What can I do for you this evening,
Oh,
Crunkle?
grave news from the realm, sir.
Oh, do tell.
I love fucking Crunkle just telling it now. Fucking love that man.
Your
Fucking
final
little
form,
fucker.
Sai.
So it's Psy and then Swamp Hag and then Crunkle. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. This is what you turned into.
I love it.
I'm greatly concerned now.
You have now glimpsed a bit of your future.
Great. I love it. Rolled real well on that premonition. Okay. Yeah, Crunkle will be like, "Ah, yes, grave indeed. More are gone. More have crossed the veil to the other side."
Concerning.
Yes, I thought you may want to know.
To your eye, is there any pattern to them or just random?
Oh, Crunkle sees many things. Many things does Crunkle see with his eyes. His eyes see all.
Does Crunkle's eyes see a pattern?
They're kindred.
Yes, very well. Random it is. Apparently random. Sorry, we mustn't assume that
They were suffering from the game of touch.
Yes. All right. So
Different
Hmm,
clans, though. Not the same.
that is good to know. Well, as good as any news of people dying can be.
Oh, yes, dying's a grave, grave thing. And yet we all die. Crunkle knows, Crunkle sees all.
Yeah. We all love Crunkle. That's all I'm telling you.
I'm sure Erasmus is more than capable of dealing with this. Moose is not.
That's all right. I, as the storyteller, am not capable of doing Crunkle without busting out laughing. I'm so sorry.
Turns out Crunkle's a Methuselah.
You shut the fuck up, Star.
Coterie
Oh,
reloading.
no.
Please stand by.
Oh no, what a
My
shame.
goodness.
Morana got stuck outside. Oh,
Oh no!
the sun, the
She's
sun is
stuck
Oh no,
rising.
the sun's rising.
She is past where the veil thins. Ah.
That's the vampire equivalent of Rocks Fall, everyone dies.
Yeah,
Okay, now
exactly.
everyone dies.
Stuck outside when sunrise.
Oh no!
The sun rises, everyone dies. Oh well, okay.
It is daylight saving times.
That'd be fucking hilarious, actually. The idea that somewhere out there's one poor fucker of a kindred who didn't quite calculate it right or forgot.
We can make this canon. It could be a fledgling.
So,
Anyways, okay. It's hard, man. Yeah.
Coterie.exe has stopped working. Please
Right.
restart.
Did you turn it on and turn it off again?
there is no turning off the Crunkle. Once he starts, he cannot be stopped.
Oh, I was talking about the Erasmus.
I think I broke Fen, guys.
Please stand by.
A little bit.
You're a
Does
robot.
Erasmus want backup?
I knew I chose the right person to have this conversation with.
This is really going to the BIOS and reset form. Thank you.
This isn't the worst I can get. Star and Eris, no, I can go completely unresponsive from laughter. But here's hoping we don't go there because otherwise it'll be 10 minutes before I'm back.
Okay.
We're like moving on.
Okay. Erasmus will, he'll nod along to this and go, yes, well, I appreciate the information, Crunkle. It's alarming that there still seems to be little that we can proactively do about it.
Yes, little it seems, little indeed it does. Crunkle does hear whispers, though, whispers of things and such from far away places. Places not such as here, but places not that far, but far enough away not to be here.
Ooh. Erasmus will chew on that statement for a second.
While Erasmus chews on that statement, we're going to shift back over to three specific individuals. As Morana, Ludwig, and Grima all receive texts from one Rene Boucher, who you all know to be the curator's secretary. The texts all come to you, very polite greeting to you all. The statement follows as such. The curator wishes to speak with you at your earliest convenience, as well as any other interested party. He appears to possibly have found an origin for this illness and would like to discuss. Please meet him, if you would, at your earliest convenience at the Clark House in Falls Church.
Ludwig will see the text and sigh and put down his scalpel as he's about to operate on his guest. And like, another time, my friend.
If this person is conscious, they are like, oh god, okay, please, just let me go. Next time it'll be fine, not now. It's like, if they're not, of course, then they don't say anything. But yes,
They're already dead.
I'm sure they are.
probably.
I mean,
Probably.
anesthetics are so hard to get.
This is why you're a fucking spooky bitch.
He's just gonna drag him back to his cell and lock it behind him. Like, Gabriel, we must go.
Go where? Where are we going?
Yeah, he'll give him the address. Yeah. Security is waiting.
Oh, right, that guy. Okay, yeah, I'll get the car. And Gabriel will go and get the car. Marana, you have also
Yeah.
received that text.
Marana will think for a moment. Just Talia, my dear,
Yes, ma'am.
do we have anything pressing today, or can we attend this meeting?
I don't think so, ma'am. I think we're good.
Then please reply that we will be there at our earliest convenience.
Yes, of course, right away. And she'll just KK TTYL
Yes.
OMW send.
Something like that.
Rana will head to her freezer where she stores her, organs, and this time take out a brain, study it, and just say,
Boy.
tonight I might need a bit more intelligence, so why not? And then begin to munch on it while making your way towards the hearse.
Okay, making your way downtown, eating brain.
Mhm.
Grandma, as you're having your conversation with your guest, you
Mhm.
also get that text.
Oh, well, looks like we're gonna have to postpone your exercise. I have somewhere to be right now.
Come on, this is so boring. Can't you leave me a Game Boy or something?
Sadly, I don't have one of those. Is there anything in your cell you can play with?
She looks around. There's this small rock.
Well, there you go. Pretend that's a Game Boy.
Can I get some googly eyes at least? I stick them on. Pet rock.
I will come back with googly eyes.
Thank you.
Erasmus would have a supply of googly eyes that he uses to specifically deface other graffiti artists' works.
Is it the big ones?
There's a range of sizes.
God.
Well, maybe we can have our fun later. See you soon.
Okay, whatever.
And she'll
bye.
head upstairs.
So lame.
Oh, and she'll also reply to the text. Be there soon. Kissy face, kissy face.
This fucking
Kissy
totally,
face.
man.
Okay, love it. Bye bye.
As you go upstairs, you will see Erasmus having this conversation with Crunkle.
Crunkle! Oh, great and wise, all-seeing Crunkle. She'll bow.
Ah, yes, Crunkle sees all, he'll give a bow back. And you see all as well, don't you?
You know.
You see the sparkles,
Little bit
the
of this.
trails, the shinies, the shimmers.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yes. Yes, you do.
What
Anyway.
has what has the great Crunkle been seeing lately?
Ah, well, you see, Crunkle sees a great and dear many things, a great and awful terrible things. Things such as more death. Crunkle does see.
Don't we all?
Indeed we all.
Hi, Erasmus.
Evening, Grimy.
So I just got a message from Renee, and the curator wants to see me. Want to come?
Oh, Sure, why
I see
not?
the rumors I hear mayhaps be true.
I was
I must
just
be
about
on my
to
way.
say,
As Crunkle
I was
turns and
just
walks
gonna-
out the door, just like.
I assume these are the rumors from not too far, not too near. Ah, yes. Have a good evening.
Oh, I was
Can
gonna ask if you wanted
Grunkle
to come along.
can Grunkle have a cape so that way when he leaves, like I must be off, and then he just a cape.
Yeah, total toad tuxedo mask. My work here is
Yeah.
done.
I feel okay. I just rolled a dice for this, so here's what I'm gonna say. Crunkle's the type of guy who wears like torn, like short jeans that are like torn up at the thighs, and like part of a shirt. And then sure, what the hell? You can have a cape, like a really nice cape,
Yeah.
like a suspiciously nice cape.
Perfect.
No, that's valid.
I
That
want to
works.
see how he was as a mortal.
No, you don't.
I was gonna say if Grunkle did not have a cape, Delilah was gonna get him a damn cape.
I imagine that Crunkle as a mortal was like the one random beggar on the side who seems particularly good at seeing things that some other particularly fucked up Nos sire looked at and went, "Yes, that one." And everyone else went, "Are you sure? Like, really?" He's like, "Yes, that one."
I want that
Drunk
one.
disease all-
I feel like at one point, like a Malkavian pissed off a Nos, and the Nos were like, "No, we're gonna take that one from you. Like he's ours now." So while that's going on, as Crunkle goes off to do Crunkle-like things, as people begin to head towards the curator, Lucy, as you are at the Dragon's Brew, a gentleman who you have seen maybe once or twice before, maybe more times than that, depending on how good your Auspex is.
Oh yeah, the no aspects got you.
Yes. But
Uh-huh.
you will recognize the Nosferatu Primogen of DC, Jameson, as he enters into your establishment, will ask to speak with you, and will wait to do so.
It wouldn't take too long before she comes downstairs. And Jameson, how lovely to see you. I didn't expect you here so early.
I didn't expect myself here so early either.
Pray
So
tell.
here's the situation. I heard about your
Mhm.
situation, or more specifically, Sebastian's
Whatever are you
situation.
talking about?
Oh, come on now.
Which situation are we talking about, dear? You remember, I am almost the hub of information.
He just kind of like,
Oh, are you wanting to play tag? I must insist I don't play that game.
do you want what I have to pass or no?
Of course I do. However, I was
assumed you would.
stating. Look, between that and what happened to your lovely little, shall we say, play area, there's been a lot of things going around, hasn't there?
Indeed, there has. I am trying to give you information. If you don't want it, I'll leave and go somewhere else with it.
Of course I wanted. I just wanted to confirm which one it was. Many people talk to me.
Yeah,
What do you have to offer?
I was going to tell you. Sounds like somebody may have found a bit more information about your situation.
Pray tell to whom?
The curator.
I've heard of that person. I can't say I actually know him.
Oh, he's in Atarkus.
That's fine. And do you know where I can find him?
I do. Clark House. Down in Falls Church.
I'm assuming I need an invitation, correct?
Would
Don't
probably
appear
be
appointment.
best.
See what my ghoul can do for me.
Aye. Anyway,
Would you like something for your trouble coming out here?
no, I've got my own meeting to get to.
Oh, what meeting is that?
No, spoilers. So just sort of like,
Oh, how River Song of you!
love that show. Uh, well,
No, you don't. You lied to me.
and he is going to take his leave without saying much more than that.
Oh, she doesn't expect him to say much more. I mean, what you got out of him was a miracle.
He gave it so freely too.
I know, right? It's like I didn't have to pay anything.
I know.
What's happening to the nos of this city? I don't understand. She'll kind
Desperate
of with
times.
you're not wrong with desperate measures.
Yeah.
She'll go and trying to find her wonderful ghoul.
Your
Sebastian.
wonderful ghoul. Oh, your wonderful ghoul has been having a time lately.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Poor Sebastian.
Yeah.
She'll look around. Darling, are you around?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Right here, by your
Oh, cool.
side as ever.
Yes, you look like you haven't slept at all.
Sleep is a thing.
Do you need more caffeine, or would you like the night off?
Oh, posh. I wouldn't dream of it.
She pulled him aside and says, "Don't you get posh with me now. What the fuck up?"
I'll be fine.
See, you say that all the time, and then you wake up in a screaming nightmare.
I'll be fine.
Are you going to the therapist?
Yes, I'm going to the therapist.
Is it happening at all?
Yeah.
It's very uncommittal, darling. We need a little bit more.
Well, but it's a little uncommittal. How much is helping?
Do you happen to know the curator at all?
Can't say I know him. I know of him.
Can you grab a phone number from one of your friends in the pool?
I'll see what I can do. See
I need apparently I need an appointment because he's find out a bit more about this whole situation that maybe can help you through this. Told you I have my nose to the ground on things.
I will see what I can do, as he will go
Why
to
don't
get
you
the
also have a-
information.
Get a cup of tea while you're at it.
And as we go over to Delilah, Delilah,
Yes.
Delilah.
Yes.
You know you don't have any surprise visits this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm sleeping in. I'm enjoying the Sunday.
Yeah, it's a nice Sunday, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of windy
nice
out
Sunday.
there. I don't know if you guys saw the weather
bit.
forecast today, but like DC region might be getting gusts of winds up to like 50, 60 miles an hour. So, you know.
I heard Baltimore's getting like snow and ice too. It's so weird.
Right, it's crazy. But here for Delilah, it's nice. It's a nice day. No Crunkle at the door. No other Nosferatu showing up. Just Delilah. So what is Delilah doing on her morning?
Oh. She's gonna just wake up, check her messages before she hit the showers, and then yeah, she's just gonna pretty much do a lazy wake up until she has to go out the door and try to punch somebody for information.
Okay, cool. So
Yep.
yeah, while Delilah does that, Sebastian will indeed get the phone number to connect with the curator. He will call and speak with the curator's secretary, and get an appointment. They will in fact say you can feel free to stop by anytime tonight in regards to this situation.
She'll see if he can drive. If he can't, she'll find a way.
Oh, Sebastian can drive.
Yeah, I don't want to put Sebastian out, so
He's capable.
she cares
of
about her
driving.
goal.
She cares about her
He's-
baby.
Yeah, if he can drive, then she'll take him.
He'll drive. It's fine. So while that's going on, Grima and Erasmus, are you both also going to see the curator as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
And is anybody gonna message Delilah about this?
Delilah's just gonna have a day off.
Erasmus doesn't know that it was an open invitation.
It did say, and anybody else who would be interested.
Yeah, that is true. However, that text went to Grima, and Grima
That's true.
asked Erasmus if he wanted to tag along.
Ludwig,
That's really good to bite the bullet.
That's fair.
Ludwig will remember and just don't want to, but very well, and just like fumbles with the phone. It's like, damn it. It's like Gabriel sending a message to Delilah letting her know we found information. We're going to go learn more.
Oh, as
Please.
he's like driving, he'll like pull out his phone, just like driving like this, just like. And let me tell
Don't text and
let me
drive.
tell you what this text says. My dearest Delilah. No, I'm just kidding.
She'll be like looking at it. She'll look at it. Look at what she has in her drink. Look at it again. It's like,
No.
are you drunk
No.
already?
The text just says, boss wants to know if you want to meet with the curator tonight. Apparently, he's got the 411.
Delilah just texted me. How the hell did he get his contact? He barely leaves. But yes, I would like it. It's like, how the hell? He barely leaves his house. And then the next message, yes.
He's got info
You will
first.
get a response back that just kind of says, you can buy anything off the internet.
I don't want to know what he buys.
While that's going on,
There may be a Malka website that might be going around DC soon.
Gabriel will look back at Ludwig and just kind of say, are we like picking her up, or should I ever meet us there, or meet us there, right? That's kind of the obvious answer. Yeah, okay.
Good choice. I like that choice. Yes.
I kind of thought you might. And then we'll send Delilah a text with the address for the Clark house.
It's like, thanks. Be there.
All right.
And then she'd look at it, phone, think about it, like, yeah, I'll do it. Love you, kisses, bye.
all the regrets. All the regrets. Like,
Hold on, please.
with the
Fucking get away that pool.
As Ludwig, give me a wits awareness, please.
Oh, okay. Well, if you insist.
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna willpower that.
Okay.
Okay, whew, that's a lot better. All right, that's gonna be a crit 5.
With the crit 5, as he's driving, since he's got the phone up and you're in the back seat, you just see him open another app, like a group chat message that's just like, he will send like another $10 to a betting pool labeled L+D heart. While that happens, both Sebastian and Thalia get the notification for that. As Thalia is just like, no way. But she doesn't answer back. She's driving. Sebastian, you just giggles from the front seat.
Okay, you got to tell me. What is it?
All right, so,
Yeah.
Gabe, Ludwig's school, just
Yeah,
put
yeah,
another
yeah.
$10 into the heart pool.
Oh.
No, something, something must have happened.
Okay, now my question is are we up in the ante or we keep it steady?
I don't know, because he was really heavily betting for the pool, you know what I mean?
I know, but you think about it. I mean, if he's at a little more on the ante for the I think we should match him up and put him a little bit on the other pool, because for a fact those that turn around and start as enemies are certainly lovers at some point.
No, what I'm
Because
saying
it
is
bonded-
he had been only putting into the kill pool. Now he's putting into the heart pool. Which tells me something juicy just happened.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, can I have your phone?
Yeah, sure.
They don't know you're driving.
He'll hand the phone over, yeah.
She'll type in there going, okay, why the upping on the other side? Are you coming to our side? ?
Just love it.
I'm gonna let this carry for a minute, Ludwig, this crit 5. As he's still driving and texting, he'll just be like, can't talk right now, doing hot girl shit. But maybe ? Winky face.
Right.
Yeah.
Fill us in when you can. Give us a 411 when you can.
You just get thumbs up.
He's
And she
gonna
goes, Go ahead.
No, you first. Go ahead.
So go. Okay. This is what I sent. This is what I responded. So once you find out what is going on, you gotta tell me.
All right, yeah, of course.
All right. Sweet.
Gabriel,
Yeah.
what is this betting pool you have going?
Oh, so it's fantasy football.
Then why does it have L&D with the hot symbol next to it?
Yes, do it.
Oh,
Yes.
because
Lakers and Dodgers. He doesn't know.
that's true. That's true.
I mean-
Oh, it's for the Lakers and the Dodgers. They might be forming an alliance, I guess.
Oh, I got a whole bullshit check.
That's right.
Does Ludwig
That's right.
want
His
God.
manipulation's not great, so we'll see how this
Oh my
goes.
Does Ludwig watch sports?
Oh,
That's very
if Delilah knew about these betting pools, she'd be fucking with them so
I
fucking
know.
much.
Wits and insight, right?
Yep.
It's slightly unfortunate that this coterie contains neither a Nos nor a Malk, because that means that we have, nor a, yeah, we're kind of lacking any of the shit disturber clans.
No,
We
we
have
are the
enough.
Skip Disturber
So
clan.
with a
Yes!
flat 3, you Ludwig, you hear him say that, and it's like, you actually believe that the Lakers and the Dodgers are football teams. You actually believe they might have an alliance.
My God.
It's trapped.
But there's something about his voice, just something that just doesn't sit right with you. It's the way that he says it. That's just like, what is he hiding? So you kind of believe the lie, but there's just enough there to make you kind of second guess yourself.
Pressing X for doubt.
Yes, yeah, basically.
he was just go like kind of just give the Vulcan eyebrow, just like, all right.
Gabriel's just in the
Hey,
front seat, like
well.
sweating, just like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, boss.
It's canon now, but the Lakers and the Dodgers are football teams.
Yes.
Look, he's German. He
You know,
doesn't,
what's funny
he
is I was
doesn't know
sitting there.
American
I was sitting
football.
there in my head. I was like, okay, the Lions, the Dallas Cowboys, but I didn't say. Oh shit! I was like in my own head about it. I'm like, but the Dodgers.
Yeah, I
that
know.
works, that
I was just straight up sitting there going, sports teams starting with L and D.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that works. So as you all will eventually arrive at the Clark House, which the Clark House in and of itself, is not necessary. It's technically a museum, but it's more like a historical landmark. It's kind of an old like farmhouse, like a dairy farm that had been in operation for over 50 years in the area. It's kind of like one of those older style homes that has like the massive like wraparound porch, like the columns. It's not, I wouldn't really call it like Victorian, a bit maybe more on the like the southern Gothic style. And for those of you who were in Falls Church, you arrive a little before Lucy and her ghoul Sebastian. As people start to show up, you will see this very tall, very, very pretty blonde-haired woman whose hair is sort of pulled back into a very tight bun. And as you all sort of approach, she will, in a very dramatic French accent, which I may or may not attempt now, will just kind of just say, "Good evening. How are you all tonight?"
Doing
Sorry,
quite
I
well.
blanked.
Doing all
Who's
right.
there right now?
I am René Boucher. I work for the curator. He has instructed me to allow you all inside. He will be here shortly. Is there any more of you who are coming?
I
Did
do not
any of you
Grim will
invite
look around.
anybody else?
Well, I only invited him, points to Erasmus.
Very well.
No,
And
it's-
it
That was
should
about,
be
about
us.
that one.
She will let you all inside, where she'll take you into a rather large study area. It's definitely like colonial style furniture. Definitely even has like the old like painting on the wall. You can see it's actually even starting to chip a bit. And as you all enter, she'll just say, "Can I interest anyone in a drink?"
I'm fine for now, thanks.
I'll have
Have a
something.
beer. Yeah, have a beer.
Okay.
Well, the one
I've
time.
already satiated myself, but thank you.
Something sweet.
Okay. And she will walk out to go get drinks, and come back shortly. Probably about the time she comes back is when Lucy and Sebastian will arrive. As they arrive, Renee will kind of come out and just sort of be like, yes, Her Royal Majesty." She'll give you like a very polite, not a full curtsy, but a very polite nod. Just say, "We were told to expect you. Please come in."
Merci. Comment allez-vous?
Don't make me speak French right now. I do know a little bit of French, but my brain is just breaking right now. Like, don't make me do it.
I'm not being polite in my character, gosh. Do you understand hello? How are you in French?
Oh, I know what it means.
I'm
Just
saying that
my
for the
brain
audience, and
can't
for you
respond
don't
right
having
now.
to translate it.
So as
When you
you
did
know,
that
she'll
to
reach-
Annette, the immediate dread I felt.
That's the thing is like I can sit here and I can be like I can speak some things in other languages, but if you ask me to do it like on the spot, I'm just like head empty, like nothing there.
You don't know ABC 1, 2, 3 British move.
I do not
water
know
run
un,
off.
deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six. No.
Oh, pourquoi?
So she will invite you in, get you in the house before you continue to press me on things.
I'm never.
Kiss you in before you start
and
asking me
we'll-
questions.
I know, right? And we'll also ask you and Sebastian if you would like something to drink.
She'll look to Sebastian in case he wants something. I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
He will also decline. As you will all see, Lucy and Sebastian walk in.
This is unprecedented.
Hey.
Hello, Your
Hello.
Highness.
Hello.
Nice to
Evening.
see you again.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. Hello.
Guten
Guten Tag.
Abend.
Oh, guten Morgen, Bigots.
Am I to
Good.
assume that we're all here for the same reason?
Yeah, probably.
Mostly.
Whatever
Okay.
this juicy new info is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we all need to know.
Indeed.
How are you all?
Hmm. I'm well.
Mama.
As well as I can be.
Doing all right.
What about you, Morana?
Few things ail me as of late, but I'm doing quite well, thank you.
You know, now that you're all here, there's something I need some of you to do for me.
Ooh.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, Retro is right. Marana, Grima,
Yes.
Delilah, Ludwig. Composure and resolve checks, please.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. We're just gonna jump straight
yeah.
into it, aren't we? Okay.
Yes, we are.
Lucy is so staying back, thank God.
We're gonna willpower that. Oh crap!
I'm also gonna willpower.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a 2.
Cool. Cool. Love it.
I'm debating if I want to willpower or just let it ride.
Let it ride, baby.
1, baby.
3.
Twinsies!
3 success.
You said 3 success?
Yeah.
And what did you get, Star?
1.
Oh.
Twinsies!
Oh, gosh. Alrighty. So as you all are sitting there, we're gonna start with Ludwig.
Yay.
Ludwig, these moments of panic and fear have been gripping you over the last couple of weeks. As you are sitting there, just calmly talking, having this discussion, there's this brief moment as you're in the room and you see Stefan walk in. He just walks right in, says hello, people say hello back. And then Lucy walks up to him and stabs him. Right in front of you. No warning, no words, no nothing. And he lays there on the ground, just bleeding out. And as we shift over to Grimma,
Damn, Lucy.
Grimma, as you're sitting there,
Yeah.
having this polite conversation, enjoying your super fruity, sugary sweet. I'm gonna say that it tastes kind of like a fruit roll up, but in a glass.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
Okay.
drink. You just suddenly see this almost like tiny little Tinkerbell figure sitting on the edge of your glass.
Oh. Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Grimma.
What do you
Are-
want?
What? Well, I feel like I should be asking you. You appeared on my drink. Are you
No.
a fairy?
No, I'm not. Why would you ask?
Because you're small and glowing?
Oh, so because I'm small and I'm glowing, that automatically makes me a fairy?
In my books.
That's rude. You're so rude.
Uh,
I'm never
oh,
gonna talk to you again. I'm gonna tell my friends not to talk to you ever again. As
Wait,
she, like,
no,
starts
no,
to
don't do
fly
that.
up and like, everybody listen. Grimma is rude and she's mean and she called me small. And then you just suddenly see all these other little fairies just start to pop and appear. As they just sit
What?
there and they're just like pointing their finger right at you, just going like, rude, rude, rude.
It was an honest mistake, I swear.
And then they just start to fly away from you.
But please don't go.
For Marana.
She's like saying all of this out loud to nothing. Okay.
Yep. This is
Yeah.
all happening simultaneously, by the way.
Yeah.
Sister
Yes.
Weird.
For tracking purposes, like Ludwig is gonna if he's gonna see, he's gonna like sit bolt upright and like kick the chair out from under him. The staff or his cane slamming to the ground. As his fangs are bared and his eyes start to glow red a little bit.
Okay.
I
We're gonna get to the reactions in a minute because this all happens at one time. For start, Marana. Wow, you sent me more than one. Okay.
Overachiever.
So many options.
You know,
So many
we
options.
didn't
kind
Hey,
of like
what's your
connected.
greatest
not really talk about that. Okay, you know what? I'm cool with this.
what's
Connected.
your greatest
Um,
fear? Oh, here's a list.
I sent you a message, Star.
oh, we not.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as Marana is sitting there, you will also see somebody walk in. Dressed in all black, sort of a standard like funeral attendant's suit, with a black cane of his own. As he walks in, you will see your sire. And he just sort of plants the cane in front of you, both hands on it, just looking at you. What are you doing?
What do you mean? I
How could you have not
I've done
figured
everything.
this out yet?
It's out of my control.
I thought you were smarter than that.
No, I am. I My knowledge has not failed me. Let me just
Your
just one more week.
knowledge
Just-
is inadequate. And it may not have failed you, but you have certainly failed me.
No, and she's just gonna keep on babbling and babbling.
Okay.
Collapsing.
And as that happens, ooh, okay. So, Delilah, you've been plagued recently with images of Sammy being killed. But that doesn't happen this time. As a matter of fact, it's not Sammy at all. In walks Noah. Just strolls in, looks at you, gives you that gorgeous smile.
Yeah, that smile.
As he just says, hey there, Delilah. And then he kind of like looks down for a moment, his face kind of dropping. And sort of just that like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark moment. He just starts to ash. Flecks of him start to fly away. And you almost get this bit of like a death groan as he just collapses into a pile of ash on the ground.
Delilah immediately, like, whatever glasses she's holding shatters in her hand. She just crushes it.
So, we have Ludwig. Chair gets kicked back. Kane draws out, you said the sword?
No, it just slams on the
just
on the ground hard.
Slams on the ground hard. And you have Grima sitting there talking seemingly to nothing. You have Marana sort of shinking back in her chair, just like, no, I tried. I did what, just like pleading, begging, babbling, like saying whatever she can. And then you have Delilah. As this all happens at one time. Lucy, you and Sebastian have not moved. Erasmus, you have not moved. But you all see this happening.
Yeah, Erasmus, like, like jumps, like, sort of, what the fuck? But then I turns and focuses on Grima, on just, she's talking to someone who's not there. And this is, I'm distressing to her, and just the sort of like, hey, whoa, okay, hey, Grandma, and like sort of like, will literally, stand up and try to get in her line of sight, like, hey, just like, hi, I'm here. You're talking to nothing. It's not real. It's okay.
What? Huh? Erasmus?
This, whatever this is getting to you.
I'll like look over his shoulder, trying to like see the fairies again. They didn't like me.
They're not there.
Yeah, you've been talking to yourself.
As this conversation goes on, Thalia, Marana's ghoul, dives over near where Delilah is, as she shouts grenade, and throws herself over something that is not there. Almost like she's just hurled herself at the ground, trying to cover something.
How
Sebastian
close is-
seems fine for the moment.
Thank God.
Question. How close is Thalia?
Pretty close. She's not like on top of you, but she's within a couple feet.
I had to roll a stupid dice.
Cool, I love it. I love a good stupid dice.
I just did too. Delilah's grabbing Thalia and throwing her.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Ludwig is looking over where he thinks he saw Lucy walk over and stab Stefan, and he's just gonna shout, "This murder shall not stand!" And he's gonna take his horde form. He's not getting hungrier for it.
Cool. So you pop your horde form. Delilah, give me a, you know what? Actually, because of where she is right now, just do it.
Sweet.
She is in a delusion on the floor.
I don't need to. I don't need to throw.
Your difficulty's
roll
like a
strength and brawl?
1.
So strength and brawl.
I'm saying theoretically you should get it, unless you rolled nothing or a 1. Like
The odds.
Oh yeah, no, she's fucking flying.
cool.
I have 2 crits, and then
Oh,
1, 2, 3 successes on top of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. This is great. As
Love
Ludwig goes to horde form, as Grima, you're actually kind of being snapped out of it now that Erasmus is talking to you and recapturing your attention. Sebastian is gonna kind of clock that, and go over to where Ludwig is. He's not gonna get close to him. He is just going to say, "Mr. Ludwig, calm down. It's not real, I assure you. What you're seeing is fake."
At this point, he would have, I would assume, taken his full horde form, and for context, it basically his skin completely sinks against the skeleton, so his face is nothing more than a leering skull, with his eyes basically receding, only just leaving like 2 little red beads, with 2 sets of horns that kind of loop back into his skull and his back. His whole body elongates. It turns almost ashy gray, and becomes gangly, with 2 additional arms growing out of his back, with or ending in long talons. And he's just gonna screech as he just turns at Sebastian, talking to him.
"Mr. Ludwig, it's all right. Whatever you see, it's not there." As you will see him, and as you turn to look at him, you'll see Lucy behind him, not Lucy in front of where you just were.
He's gonna kind of do a slow double take, kind of like a predator on the hunt. It's just like,
So you kind of look back and forth. You look there. There's the Lucy you saw stab. You look at the other one. She's just sitting there behind Sebastian. Look back. That Lucy's gone, and so is Stefan.
he will withdraw from his horde form and return back to his normal form.
As Sebastian just sigh of relief. As this goes on, Delilah has picked up Thalia. And just yeets her.
Erasmus looks at this, sees this happen, sighs, goes, "Grimy, hold
Yeah.
that thought 1 moment. You're okay." And turns, and he's popping awe, and full tonal shift. Normally Erasmus is very calm, it's smooth, and he shifts and just goes, "Hey, Delilah."
What, you son of a bitch?
Not real.
I'll fucking show you what real. And she just
Delilah.
looks around.
Delilah.
No, she's grabbing a chair. She's gonna
As the
throw it
ghoul
at
goes flying,
you.
there is a flash of blonde hair as Renee grabs Thalia before she hits the wall, sets her down, looks in front of Delilah, and will just say, I would advise you do not do that. Please. As Delilah's holding this chair, like...
Yeah, like she's gripping it. Hold on, I gotta do it. Like it,
Stupid roll.
very much. She's gonna throw it. She's gonna throw it, Eris.
Get in.
She's gonna. She's gonna start doing it. And Erasmus is gonna use mesmerize. Stop.
Right. What help?
So,
I need to defeat that.
that is a contested roll. Yours is intelligence and resolve.
All right, we'll see. You might beat me on this one.
Okay, I do not get hungrier.
This is just
rouse,
wild.
manipulate.
Don't get hungrier. Make sure I got my dice. No! Fuck. I'll get you
Oh
later.
no! You better roll really damn well.
I probably won't. What number am I beating?
8.
Help.
We'll see. No, I got one success,
Gee.
and then the rest is low. So just one.
Yeah. So So Erasmus is I dominate. His mesmerize goes through, and he just says, "Stop! Don't do it." And she doesn't do it.
She don't do it. She drops the chair.
Lucy will actually go over to Marana and try and gently get her to stand back up.
I am a Giovanni. I cannot
course you are.
fail. I will
You
not
haven't.
fail.
You haven't failed. You're completely fine,
cannot.
dearest.
Do I hear her?
You do. You hear her.
Dearest, sit down. It's okay. I think a bit of you guys have seen something that really isn't there. You missed Ludwig go into his horrid form, dear. It is most interesting. Things I don't expect to see from friends, and yet here we are. You're completely fine. What you saw is not here.
Rana will take a moment. Blink her
Yeah.
eyes. Look around.
Hugo might have fallen to the floor pretending there was a grenade or something, and maybe or maybe not have gotten tossed across the room. But you're completely fine, dear.
Talia?
Oh,
Talia?
don't worry. The mademoiselle picked her up.
Getting yeeted across the room snapped Thalia out of her situation.
Yeah.
all I'm saying, we missed an opportunity with a Tremere and a Brewhall fight. That's all I'm saying. We missed that opportunity.
It's okay. Thalia's all right. She was caught. Don't worry. You both are out of it now. So whatever you
was
saw,
here. He
it
was here.
wasn't.
I saw
Nope.
him. He was right there.
Miranda, do you believe me?
Yes.
I saw no one come in. So nobody came in. I don't know who you saw, but I can assure you they were not here presently. Apparently,
It's the compulsions again, isn't it?
probably, Grandma was talking to a fairy. Ludwig saw murder, and apparently, Delilah saw something I can't say, and then your ghoul went and dived to pretend that there was a grenade or something.
This isn't going quick enough.
Well, I mean, it's going as well as it's going. Yeah, but you can't really say if it's going quick or not. It's only been, what, 3 weeks?
You're right.
No.
Rana at this point will take a moment and heal herself.
Sit down and take a breath, dear.
Well, this was an interesting thing to walk in on.
Indeed it was. Curator, I'm assuming?
Indeed.
Pleasure.
Always a
My
pleasure seeing.
apologies.
Always a pleasure seeing you,
Ah,
Mr. Curator.
and
I
yet it does not seem to
apologize.
be such a pleasurable night for many of you.
No.
Ramifications of the game.
Miss Delilah.
I memorized, yeah. The memorizing done.
Once it's done, it's done.
I didn't know it was dropped. I wasn't sure it was dropped.
Well, it's not a thing of dropped. It's like it's an on the spot, like you follow
it.
the order.
Okay.
fo-
To be
you
fair,
follow
I've
the
never been
order.
memorized.
Could
Yeah,
you...
no, fair enough. You follow the order, and the order was stop, do not. So
Okay.
you fulfilled that order. It's done.
Yeah.
Which, to that point, you still are holding the chair. To which the
Oh, I'm
curator will just... Do you mind, gesturing to the chair and then to the floor?
Yeah. Put this down.
Oh yeah, Erasmus will drop as well.
Thank you. Whew.
So I see a great many deal of you are all suffering from this, yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
How troubling. I, however, have learned some very interesting information that I thought that I would pass along.
Please tell us.
Eager to hear it.
How do I say this? A fellow collector of things informed me that some of his wares were stolen. Among the items was a very interesting box. We are not entirely sure, but there have been very, very old stories about this box. You see, long ago it was apparently cursed. And those who were cursed with it were plagued by nightmares, delusions. It spread fast, and many died of their own self-inflictions.
A literal Pandora's box, as it were.
As
It
it
sounds
were.
like it.
Now, if this is in fact the case of what we are dealing with, and it sounds like it may be, we need to find it. And we need to find it quickly. And that will be the only way to break the curse.
Do we have any leads? Because I'm ready to start now.
Not really. Unfortunately, we do not have much information on this thief. Seems they are very good at their job. However, there is also a good chance whoever opened the box is no longer walking.
Do you mean dead or paralyzed?
Oh, dead.
Ah.
Would it be as the first one that was affected?
Potentially, yes. There are, you say, those who have a better sense of will and composure for themselves tend to manage a little longer than those who don't, but eventually it all sort of ends up the same way. The longer this goes on, the more deaths at a higher frequency will occur.
No
Hmm,
rumors
do
of
we know-
cure.
Not as far as I know. Outside of retrieving the object.
Do we know who might have taken it?
There are a great many thieves and plunderers out there. Who knows?
If you'll excuse me a short few seconds, I would like to make a phone call just to immediately clear something.
You can do
Really?
that. I was going to offer though. Do any of you know how to what's the word? The spirit's touch, as it were.
Yes,
You do.
I believe.
Spirits touch is the level 4 aspects.
Correct.
Oh, no. I thought you were I thought you were asking what I can generally do. And that would be no.
And I'm afraid not. Not myself, anyways.
I did hear that there was a initial death during the party. If somebody could take me to the location, I could perform this and see if I can get the name. It's unclear whether or not they would be the first one, but it might provide a different trail, as it were.
I can take you.
I would be happy to assist.
Yes. You said you needed to make a phone call, please.
Oh, it's I realize now, thinking about it, it would not be her. Given that Malkavians seem to be not affected by it, it would not be the fledgling that I at this moment thought it might have been.
From my understanding, the Malkavians are able to pass it on. They just are not affected by the delusions. Seems almost like a cruel sort of joke, as they already have delusions in their head.
What does this box look like? Do you know?
It's not very big. Maybe cubic foot.
What about its contents?
That I do not know. For I have not opened it, and clearly those who would spread such a curse.
Going with the general metaphor, I would not be surprised if the contents of the box are quite literally the curse itself.
Potentially.
Well, that definitely gives us something to work on.
There is good news. I know that this does not seem good, but it is good. So far, it seems to be contained to the immediate region, which leads me to believe that the object has not left the space, or perhaps not been closed or reopened, though. It may still possibly be in the barony.
It might be where Walker is.
It
In
means in the domain.
yes, in the domain.
Alright.
That is quite helpful.
It limits the search area at least.
Roll a little bit.
So, I will speak with my friend and see perhaps what else might have been stolen. Chances are, this is not the only such item of its kind. And quite honestly, it would be a bad time to add more problems. So, I'm also going to see if I can find out more about the object itself. But this is very difficult given the nature of it.
I imagine so.
You have been quite a deal of help.
Indeed.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
And it's not about the chaos.
It is alright given the circumstances. I love your horde form, by the way, Ludwig. Quite inspiring.
Ludwig will kind of not like look away and just give like a small nod. It's just like
He doesn't. He doesn't say it sarcastically or jokingly at all. He just says it.
Yeah, no, this is from Ludwig's perspective. He's angry at himself for being tricked, by his own mind, essentially.
God, don't you hate it when your brain does that?
Yeah.
Spooky fish being bashful? Damn.
Don't you just hate it when your mind dreams up, your
Um,
worst fears and then presents them as real, and you don't know the difference? Yeah.
I would recommend that you all take proper precautions for those of you who have not yet been affected. It seems that the incubation period is not long-lived, however. There may still be new cases popping up that we do not know of. So be careful who you allow to touch you still. If you are already affected, you are already affected. You do not have to worry about such things.
Erasmus nods.
Taking a moment to think about the new information. Can I try and glean anything from my storehouse of information or knowledge?
What are you looking at exactly?
Um, just wanting to make a cult roll.
You can give me what's in occult,
Okay.
but what are you like? Is there anything specific or just like
Trying to think, possibly like the contents of the box, origins, uh, things like that.
okay?
Mm-hmm. And I will rouse a wit. Get a little bit hungrier, that's okay. Two, three. That is 5 successes.
With 5 successes, based off of the information that he's told you, just off of how old it is, and the fact of the matter is that it is an object that is very little is known about it because any sort of attempts to study it, open it,
Yeah.
look inside, have triggered this, resulting in deaths, often to the people who did the looking at. So, as far as your sort of knowledge of the occult, being kind of more also in the area of the spirits as opposed to things like curses or objects, you can't really get an idea of like what's inside. You can't really get an idea of like stories you might have heard. It's not connecting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I will give you this. Because of how much you study and what you know, you would know that this would have to be something that is a very old artifact. This is not something that in any of your readings of the last, of information over the last few hundred years that you have heard about. This is something that is old.
Good to know.
And the curator will kind of look at you all, just say, I am sorry that I do not have better news. However, I think that knowing this information can be helpful.
Extremely.
So I will also make attempts at looking for it myself, but I will be primarily focusing on finding out more information in regards to the situation. That way, when we do find it, we'll know what to do with it.
Any help is appreciated in any form.
Of course. Are you all, please, rest, take a minute. Obviously, these, delusions seem to have thrown you all off a bit. Myself and Renee can give you all some privacy here. Take your time, leave when you're ready. You will, if you do not have my number, Renee will make sure that you have it.
Would you like us to take you presently, or do you need to wait upon something else prior to us taking you to that incident and where the first person was murdered?
I can go with you. I can still give you a moment if you like.
All right, I'm perfectly fine. She'll just look at her girl for a moment, like he's the one affected, not her. And he can see the worry on on her face.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you all take about 5-10 minutes? I will come back then, and then we can go to the location site. Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Right. If we can all go if you want. It's up to you.
If you
Or
don't
if
mind.
you all have other things to attend to, you can.
I would be happy to come along.
Very well.
If he's going, I'm going.
And at that point, that is where we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. Or if you do touch the dial, come back in like 10 minutes. We'll be here. So.
Okay.
Hello, and we're back. We're back on. Hello, everybody. So,
Yay.
as we had left off, the curator had just given you all some information regarding an object that had been stolen as a part of a series of objects. Potentially this object carried a curse, and hey, guess what? Very, very many similarities between what this object is rumored to have been doing and what is going on currently. So, as it stands, you all are currently taking a few minutes to just sort of decompress while you were at the Clark house, as the curator and his secretary, Renee, will give you all a few minutes to recollect yourselves.
Talia.
Sai, can I? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say real quick. Can I use my criminal contacts and text some people that might know about the thievery?
You could do Wits in the Streetwise and add your contacts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marana first.
Yeah, go
Talia,
for it.
Are you alright? I heard you got hurt.
I'm fine. I'm sorry.
Ron is gonna start checking for any serious wounds, any bruising, any
I'm okay. The tall blonde woman caught me.
Okay. Good. Just stares intensely at Doyle.
All right, now you can go ahead and give me that Wit Streetwise and contacts roll.
Give him one moment, sorry. I do not get hungrier. Double crit. 3, I think. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at the numbers.
No. So each
I
one
think
crit,
4.
if you have a pair, they count as 2. Each is 2.
Okay. So 5 then.
Okay, so crit 5.
Crit.
So as you sort of start reaching out to your contacts, they're gonna kind of start to ask around, kind of check within their own kind of networks, and they'll say that they're gonna get back to you as soon as they hear something. So give them a couple
Alright.
minutes to do that.
Yeah.
While that's
I
going
I
on,
shot him a text. Oh.
while that's going on, what are the rest of you doing?
Grandma, are you all right? Are you here?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm snapping out of it. Thanks. Again.
We'll get this figured out. Soon, hopefully.
It's not good that I don't exactly know when the worst of the symptoms hit.
It does make things difficult, yes.
What went down while I was gone?
He just kind of shrugs and waves it off like, everyone suffered a bit, and I think it's mostly resolved now.
You all had spells going on. Somebody saw something, somebody did something, or something happened or a conversation. You all were affected. And then Thalia decided, oh, I'm going to throw myself at the floor, but didn't really know what that was. There was a whole bunch of chaos for a moment because you were all in your own little worlds for the moment. But you're back. That's the important part, yes?
Yeah, that is better.
Small victories.
Yes.
I mean, so watching Ludwig go into his horde form was quite an experience.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
Oh,
Louis, you're gonna have
thank
to
God
show
I
me
missed that.
sometime.
That's not loud,
I missed
dear.
out. Shit.
Well, no, you were staring at something else, dear. It seems that Erasmus, myself, and Sebastian were the only ones not in a state of mind.
Speaking of Sebastian, Sebastian's phone pings, as does Thalia's. They both look at their texts, and then we'll shoot a look to Gabriel, who's just over in the corner, just like on his phone right now. And Thalia's like, really? Really? And Sebastian kind of looks at the message and is like, yeah, I'll put 10 on that.
What? Then on what?
Nothing, dear.
10 on
it's
what?
all right. Nothing.
What? No, I
you-
want to know. If it's a bet, I'm in.
Sebastian will just look at Gabriel, and Gabriel's gonna be like, fantasy football.
All right. What teams are open?
Okay, so facing down a room full of kindred. He's,
Goodness, here is not complaining.
he's actually going to say, so I might have started a betting pool with some of the ghouls.
Oh, schools only. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
For what?
Thalia just like
Erasmus-
like arms crossed, like, yeah, for what?
Erasmus will incite this. He's curious. Like,
As Gabriel's kind of feeling the heat for a second, he's like, on which one in the group is gonna bite the dust first?
Damn. That's cold.
Who's winning?
Who has the most bet?
Erasmus was going to incite, and that comment was like, oh, never mind. You know what? It's like there's no point.
Lucy says nothing.
Well, okay, you currently have the least bets placed on you, so technically you're winning by that standard, Grima.
Find
Nice.
it interesting. Well, interesting,
most
but
bets?
also slightly understandable that she'd be less likely to die than me. Fair enough. I would assume that you have the most bets, Delilah.
Gabriel just kind of like, I might have put some context in there about you throwing a ghoul across the room.
And they all look to now to Marana.
Is that what I threw? Damn.
Delilah, a word.
Sure. We're
Please.
here. All right. Yeah. Go
I
for
will get really, really close.
it.
Just how tall is Delilah?
Crap, hold on. I want to know if I made her short this time around or
When I-
not. Hold on.
Up and looking down.
I was about to say somehow I'm guessing these like
Crap, where are you? She's 5'2".
Okay, one inch higher.
Are you wearing
1 inch
heels?
higher.
Are you wearing heels?
Probably.
Maybe higher. You might be higher.
I'll just get really close.
Okay.
Delilah, dear. I know that you were under a compulsion, but if you ever touch my ghoul again, I will show you the afterlife. Are we clear?
Sure, but I'll let you know. If I get touched first, I'm retaliating.
Will not be a
Just
problem.
telling you. Just telling you. Cool or not. July does not look scared at all. She's like, all right.
Good. And Miranda won't retreat.
Then she runs back on him. Okay, cool.
she will scuttle back to Talia, just hide behind her.
Lucy, from where Sebastian is,
That's adorable.
as he's got his phone out, you just kind of see Thalia pull out her phone, and another $10 goes on Delilah.
She flashes. She just gives like she's like doing this, and being that he's probably behind her, she's like signaling for 20.
Yeah, he'll talk 20 on. Yeah,
Erasmus pauses. Pulls out his own phone quickly, shoots a text to, let's see, which one would he be most familiar with? He'd be most familiar probably with Lucy's ghoul.
with Sebastian.
Sebastian.
With Sebastian. And so would shoot a text to Sebastian that says 10 from me as well.
Damn. Damn, y'all asses.
And as some of the other ghouls who are familiar or who have heard of you in passing or through stories of your ghouls also contribute various funds to various people.
Most everyone knows my beloved husband is so fine.
May or may not
Fucking
have started
racketeer.
a racketeering thing.
My husband, my husband, the ghoul, the racketeer, figures.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell this all to you assholes right now. If I die, portion of that proceeds are gonna go to certain things to my account. Just telling you.
And what kind of things?
What
Some of
things?
I'm just telling you, some of those proceeds will go into my account. Dead or not.
Naturally, darling, we will take care of all of it. If you happen to disappear, or shall we say, leave us for a different and greater adventure.
You know what, asshole? I cannot wait to go get another job somewhere else. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm not being an asshole. I'm quite simply saying that if you happen to depart this world from us, I'll ensure that your proceeds were put into your account.
But are you, or are you not, Lucy, betting on my demise?
I am not betting on your demise.
Then what are you betting?
On who
That you
dies
live.
first?
Exactly, you are not on
So
my...
Lucy's betting that I die first.
No,
Yes.
I did not. You are not on my top 10 Deadpool. You're actually on my 50th.
As
Sebastian just
Sebastian
rat you
will
out!
lean to Lucy and just be like, I thought that's who you said to put the bet on. That's who I was betting on.
No. Excuse me, my dear loving husband misunderstood to where I wanted to put some of my bets at, and they are not on you.
Where did that them?
They're another brew hall. It happens to be at Camarilla.
Oh,
And he's being
not a brew
forced.
hall.
Well, naturally, he's a fucking wrecking ball.
Let me guess. That brew hall goes to another school. That's what it is.
Could you please
Correct.
give me like a wits or no, give me a manipulation and subterfuge, please, Lucy.
Okay. Yeah, 4 dice. Got you.
And Delilah, please give me a wits and insight before y'all continue on this back and forth.
Thank God I pass.
Hold on.
Mental note by subterfuge next.
Oh, so we're rolling manipulation, is that it?
Yeah, and I searched my manipulation. This was a whole ass thing now. Just making this up on the fly. Fuck it, why not?
Um, 4 crit.
That's a 5 crit.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
2 crit and then a blood die. That's 4 crit. That's 5. No, that's 5 crit. 2 crits and a blood die.
Okay. Delilah, you think, okay,
Fuck
maybe it was a
me.
misunderstanding and she's betting on another brouhaha.
Oh shit. Thank you, Dice. I love you.
Erasmus is just totally happy that that's happening over here. It seems like no heat's on him. He's just gonna sitting here like, yeah, $10 out of this crowd. Yeah, probably.
No,
For
Delilah's already assuming everybody fucking bet now.
for the moment, Thalia and Sebastian will put their phones away. Gabriel is still on his phone, but that's nothing new. He's kind of always on his phone. So he could still be engaging in the betting pool. He could be doing other things. Kind of hard to tell.
That's my goal.
Right? That is indeed your goal.
Oh wait, Delilah looks at Luwick. Do you know about this?
I know they are up to something, but I don't know what exactly.
Schools, what? They should always be up to something, shouldn't they? Because we're always giving them orders and things to do, right?
How many times you tell him that you're gonna kill me? Because it affects the bet.
Me tell Sebastian to kill you?
No, Luwick. Because I know that son of a bitch
Oh
does it all
no!
the time.
The bet's not about who's gonna die. No, the bet's only who's gonna die in reference to this situation, like the. Not who's gonna die first.
What the
overall.
hell?
What?
Off myself.
Let's
I'm
not.
angry for that.
I appreciate the sentiment. However, I'm pretty sure that the last few people who offed themselves said the exact same thing several days prior.
Not wrong. Yeah, let's not try to off each other. Let's just try and figure out what the hell is going on so we can cure you guys. So you're not going in the midst of blacking out and then throwing ghouls and then disturbing things or thinking people don't like you. You have to remember, you're all kindred. People all love and adore you in their own special ways, and no one wishes to kill anyone at present.
Grunkle knows
Well,
of
you guys are
many
awesome.
that wish to kill.
Oh, Grunkle, you son of a creepy bitch. I love you.
Shh. Keep your voice low. They must not know Crunkle is here.
Yeah, Kunkle then turned around and spoke to let us know he was here. So therefore, we know he's here, then he knows that he is here there too.
Shush, 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 shush. No speaking. Just listening.
I beg your pardon.
Open your ears, and Crunkle will tell you many things. Many, many
Is
things
it-
he hears.
Uncle, tell us your tales.
Ah,
Oh,
I'll tell
sweet
you many
Jesus.
a tale, Crunkle tell. But this tale was one that was passed along to Crunkle.
Oh, tell us now.
It's not so many weeks ago, but weeks ago yet still. A man did climb down to the sewers, climb down into them, did he? And then he was never seen again. It's interesting, the timing, though. A man unknown. Oh, we do not know, that is the thing. It's a strange thing, for we do not know, because we know all. Crunkle indeed knows all.
The sewers, you say?
Ah, yes. The sewers below. Anyway, now I must go.
Even more unusual and surprising that you would not know.
Exactly.
I thought Crunkle knew all.
Oh, Crunkle does know all, but this is one that Crunkle does not know.
How does Crunkle not know all if he? How can Crunkle know all if he does not know all? And therefore knows that the man they went down the sewer, but did not know exactly to whom the
As
man
you
was.
are asking, Crunkle is leaving.
This is fine. This is fine. She's not even upset that he's
As
leaving.
you are talking to Crunkle, who is leaving, and goes back to his little obfuscated little bundle of joy that he is, you will all hear the tapping of a cane on the floor, as the curator makes his way back, and just kind of looks at you all and just says, "So, are you all ready?"
Yes.
Very well.
Ready as
Are you
ever.
ready?
Yep.
I would not ask if I was not ready.
Just ensuring, that's all.
Yes.
Very well.
Where is this location?
It's in the fill in blank because Junie doesn't know because Junie has had like the past 2
Yeah,
weeks of
that's
her
fair.
life go fucking crazy.
Put
Thank
address
you. I
here.
love
Got
that.
it. Okay.
Yes, insert address here. Pink.
All right. And following that, as soon as you all are ready, you all will go. Probably in your own separate cars, because I'm assuming that's how you all arrived.
Let's see, we'll take him in the limo if need be.
He'll let Renee drive him.
Okay.
When you get back into the car, Ludwig, Gabriel's gonna kind of like look in the rearview mirror and just say, "So should I delete that betting pool that I have for about who's gonna kill who first?" Are you muted? Yeah, you muted.
Sorry, I forgot I was double muted. He's gonna scoff for a moment. But I do not approve. I don't exactly blame you for hosting it either. Was für ein Schand. Such disgrace.
Oh, damn.
He's more mad. He's saying it more to himself than Gabriel. Like he's I can't believe I've let this take further control.
Yeah, that's gotta be wild.
No remorse, no consoling from your soul.
That's rough,
Sucks
buddy.
to be you.
Oh,
Your first girlfriend was a spirit, wasn't she?
That's tough, man.
His wife's the moon.
That's rough, man. It's okay. We found a secret tunnel for you.
Secret tunnel.
oh, you're such a comfort, Gabriel.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Definitely am. Okay, cool. So I'll keep the bet up. Great.
Lucy's when they get into the car, Lucy's just gonna be like, "Oh fuck, did I turn around, make that off real good for y'all?" Dear God. She's saying this to Sebastian.
Yeah, Ludwig, go ahead. I'll get back to you in a second, Lucy.
Yeah.
He's just gonna stare up towards the mirror, so Gabriel can see his eyes. If I look like I'm about to lose full control, stake me.
All right. Understood.
He'll nod, and that's
Meanwhile, Sebastian's just like, once they're in the car and she says that, he's just like, "Oh, well, she was gonna lose
Fucking
it
hell.
on me."
I thought she was gonna lose it on me too.
I mean, I figured it was cheeky fun.
Oh, it is cheeky fun, but she doesn't realize that we're not really betting on everyone dying.
Right? I mean, well, and even if we were, like, things to pass the time.
I mean, you're not wrong, but Jesus Christ. Question. Do you have any other ghouls that are actually on this pool? No, I'm not going to be upset if you do, but I think we actually should write a proper game if you're going to do it.
I mean, I've got tons of ghouls. Lots of ghoul friends.
Are you going to turn around and make a board out of it and actually do a proper game run of it?
Yeah, it's just fun enough.
True, but you want to make sure that you're getting the right cut, right?
Yeah, we'll manage
If-
it pretty well. I mean, at least we
Look,
can
if-
see what back in the text who did what and said what.
You're not wrong. I mean, if we're looking at it from a standpoint, if we're gonna get, Gomez and Morticia actually like hook up.
Ugh. That bit. It's one of my least favorite
Oh,
ones, actually. I just sort of
well,
like blank it out half the time.
that's okay. But if you're looking at it from a standpoint of literally them, they're Gomez and Morticia. I mean, have you seen him lately?
You should see the one that we have going about Grimma.
Okay, now you have to sell because I'm dying to know.
Oh, whether or not she'll actually catch a ferry.
You know, I do know a couple of fair FA that could actually work that out.
Oh, but I've already put so much against it.
Yeah, but she won't know if a pixie turned around and hit her on the head if she didn't.
I'll consider it. I
Not
don't
to
want to,
mention,
it's dishonorable to rig the game.
I didn't say it was gonna rig it. I just said if she gonna. The question is she gonna meet one or is she gonna catch one? Is a
Oh,
difference.
we said catch.
catch.
very
I mean, well then she can't catch a fae. I mean,
Oh, well, I don't know. She might be able to.
all right, £10 on it.
All right.
All right.
Pounds on it. As you all head back to the area, that the first known instance of a death was regarding this situation, the curator and Renee will get out of the car, and we'll just sort of, where was the precise location? The closer I can get to Z source, the better.
She'll get out of the car and walk right to where it was because she was one of the people that investigated it, and she'll point right to the exact spot.
And he is going to sort of just reach down for a moment. He's gonna place his palm. He'll take his glove off. You hardly ever see him with his gloves off. But he will take it off, place his palm flat on the ground, and just sort of close his eyes for a moment. And there's like a few minutes that kind of pass by, and he'll sort of like kind of nod as he stands back up again. Interesting. Very interesting.
There is a I don't know what you call it, a shed or something, where the actual petrol can was, the one they actually used.
No, I think that I got what I need off of this. I don't know if the petrol can will tell me much more.
I wasn't sure. I thought I'd mention it at least.
No, I thought it best to go to the place where it happened because that could give me a bit more insight to the person, as
Very
opposed
well.
to an object that they touch briefly. So here's what I learned. I have a name.
Hmm.
The name
A
is
name.
Magnus.
Magnus.
The emotional state they were in was very. It was more than panic. It was complete and total loss of control. They had many fears, many things that were running through their minds. So much that there was almost so much going on that it was hard to gauge exactly what the trigger was, but based off the manner in which he killed himself, I would have to say it was probably a fear of freezing. Um, Apparently, that is also how this person was afraid of dying in life. It's a very intense fear. But there was other things too: fear of loss of loved ones, fear of black spiral dancers, fear of the spots.
Here.
I mean, those two are very reasonable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was not able to gain more insight on who exactly this person was, but I was very much in touch with their mindset at the time of their death. I cannot tell you if this is exactly the person who started it or if this was the thief, but this can at least reach you to another lead if you can find out who this Magnus was.
I believe I can handle
Does
that.
Erasmus know anyone?
You can give me wits and streetwise.
All right.
What street does Black would Black Market
Erasmus.
account?
No.
Okay. Oh,
Mm,
Can Delilah roll for
Five.
that?
I'm actually going to get back to you in just a moment about your contacts.
Okay, then never mind. Forget it.
5 successes.
Crit 9.
Oof. All right. So as you, Erasmus, you're thinking through your brain, Magnus, you start to picture a face. It's somebody that you've seen before. You can see his face. You've heard his name. It's not somebody that you met, but you know it's somebody who's been in the territory before. As you're racking your brain, you're trying to, like, think of who this person is, and you kind of get like, oh, that's right, he was a gangrel. As that happens, as Lucy, as you are sitting there thinking very much the same thing, running through your contacts, you're also like, Magnus, I wonder if he was that gangrel chap that, and it hits you for a moment that he's been to the Dragon's Brew several times. Mostly for meetings with other anarchs, occasionally for meetings with a Nosferatu in the cam. As this is somebody who is known as a bit of an information dealer. And for your crit, you know that often the groups that he worked with were a bit more on the criminal side of things. Delilah, as you arrive at the scene, as this this gentleman's doing his spirit touch, you get a couple text messages back. They kind of carry different bits of information, but the culmination of them together, you kind of get this hearing about a group of people who supposedly, the rumor goes, stole a collection of items a couple weeks back. A very large collection that could be... It's priceless in value. And supposedly, you don't have names, but you do know that one was a gangrel, one was a Bruja, and one was a Tremere.
All right. Did it give me the gang's name? Like, did it go by a certain gang
They
name?
don't have
or-
like a gang name. It's just like a group,
Okay.
like kind of like a rogues type of group.
All right.
Magnus. I seem to recall a gangrel, I believe. It, I don't think I've ever met him. However, I do know he was in the domain.
I mean, the Anarch. One who used to drop by my establishment every so often to talk to Anarchs and possibly some Camarilla Nosferatu.
Drugs, like, very well could be. That is not something I would
Who's an
know.
info dealer? May or may not have worked with some criminal entities as well.
Hmm.
Didn't know that, huh?
Well, that would... No, of course not.
You should hang around more often.
I am around more often, just not necessarily. Well, in any case, that gives us something to go on.
Yes. Very much so. I'll start spreading on my contacts.
And even more now that we have a name.
That is
Yep.
definitely gonna help.
Yes, I suppose that would be helpful, wouldn't it?
It means now that I can contact the spirit directly
Oh.
and see what they know.
Very well. I am going to leave you all to ponder this. Please keep me in the loop from what you learn. I am going to do things on my end. Perhaps we should reconvene sometime in the coming week. Yes?
Yes.
Very much so.
Sounds good.
Fair enough.
Au revoir. And he and Renee will get into the car and we'll head out.
Delilah's texting her contacts. Let me know anything you know about a name by Magnus.
Ron is bouncing on the balls of her feet, like slightly giddy.
Yeah, you alright?
Well, we have a name. So that means I can do my work to help. I've been feeling largely inferior at this moment. So this will help. This will help.
Delilah, I know that you and I might have some of the same circles, but I'll reach out to my contacts too.
Cool. Who said that?
Gabriel. Sorry.
Okay.
Should have said that.
No, it's good.
So many
I
ghouls
thought it was
around.
Gabriel. Just want to double check.
Yeah.
So many fucking ghouls.
Too many ghouls.
Too many ghouls will
Also-
ruin us too.
Also, she looks like Gabriel's like 50.
He'll like walk around. Who?
You know what? Let's do 50 on Loogie.
Okay, gotcha. Ludwig, if you would like to wits awareness this conversation, you can.
I would, in fact. Thank you very much. Let's see.
One of these things are not like the other.
That's sort of.
To be fair, I was tempted to do Morana, but I was like, she was going to like, no, that's just too mean. Especially how excited she is right now. I'm not gonna be that bitch right now. I'll do it later. I'll text Gabriel later about that one.
A 5.
Ron,
A 5, you do
Murata,
catch.
yeah.
You do catch the conversation.
He's just gonna roll his eyes. God.
Oh no, watch out, Gabriel, he's gonna get spooky again.
It's kind of always spooky. You know,
It's always fucking spooky.
It's his bit,
especially
you know?
basement.
right?
It's not a bit. If it was a
It's a
bit, you
way
don't
of
have his
life.
house like that. Yeah.
Someone is about to get bit.
Lucy's just waiting to
Locos.
see what.
Sebastian, Dahlia. Oh, yeah, VTuber.
YouTubers have a
Oh, no.
problem. They can't
Wait.
reach their nose.
Sam, if you want us to lose anything,
Just nose
going
goes
up
it. There you
Gabriel's
go.
nose.
Oh, go. There you go. You got it. All right, come on.
Oh shit.
Ludwig, you don't need a bite, people. It's okay to be grumpy. You don't need a bite.
Just gonna see his eye twitch at Delilah angrily.
Oh, now Ludwig. What kind of thing is that?
Mm.
Oh, don't give me
If
the
I
German
done
growl.
If I didn't get risk of getting bit by him, I would have pinched his cheeks, but I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, she's trying not to say anything. Damn it, fuck you.
He's like formulating his.
Loki.
He's like muttering under his breath, like, "Oh, if I were to merge your legs together and watch you flop on the ground."
Thalia is gonna sort of just sit there for a moment as this is kind of happening, and she's just like, I don't mean to speak out of place. How are you
Speak.
all so calm right now when there are kindred out there dying from this, and any one of you could be next?
That's easy to say, really. We're gonna die one day.
Talia, we have the means to make sure that we do not get into that predicament. So,
I have
A therapist told me as a defense mechanism for me, or whatever that damn thing is.
I've lived
Defense
through
mechanism.
That's right. Spooky good words.
I've lived through many periods of kindred unrest, more significantly more concerning than this one, and this one I can actually do something about. So
It's always on the back of my mind. But I have to do something.
Okay.
why do you ask?
I'm just thinking that I don't know about the rest of you, but it doesn't seem to be getting better. It seems to be getting worse.
We're
hence
doing-
our attempts to do as much as we can. Not every single second need be about the doom and gloom.
No, and I don't. What I'm trying to say and failing to communicate well is that should we have a plan in place if we get to the point where we can no longer control ourselves?
That's up to your Domator. That's a conversation you need to have out there.
I'll say it. You all have permission to stake my ass if I start, bitey.
Oh dear,
There
there's
we go.
already a plan in place for that.
I'm good.
Myself
Not
and
Ludwig. Ludwig is not involved in this because that way it'll give us sheer joy of doing it. Fuck
Oh,
no.
And here, I thought you wanted him for the princess carry you into the bed.
Oh, look! Where's the bucket? Please give me a bucket.
myself
For
and my
anybody who...
myself and
damn.
my sister can take care of each other in such a case.
We
And
will
Go ahead.
we will make sure that it does not come to that. But if you wish to be put at ease, we can discuss more later on precautions.
Very well.
Ludwig.
Well, I cannot state for the others. I, for myself, have things that I must do before I am to meet my final death. So I must have faith that need overweighs these compulsions. And I will keep fighting to the bitter end to overpower them. You must have the faith that you can do the same.
Okay.
Also, you might want to talk to somebody if you need to.
Delilah, give me a wits and insight, actually.
Sure. The Delilah doesn't talk to shit to anybody. When I got around, I don't get hungry. Get more. Okay. Let's do. Not let's do. It's 5 successes.
5 successes. As you kind of say, maybe you should talk to somebody, you'll see that she kind of looks at you, and then there's like a quick glance to Marana, and then back to you. and it kind of hits you. She's not worried about herself.
No. She thought it gives to herself. I'm pretty sure Mara doesn't want her to say it out loud.
Yeah, but you catch that.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, you have my number, right?
I do.
Alright. When he gets here off, just give me a call or text and work something out. We'll do something.
Okay, thank you.
I'll
There's a wrecking room.
and if something you need to get on, I promise to be respectful about it. No joking, no tossing around like I do with Ludwig. I will be respectful, I promise.
You do toss him around quite well.
Another like $20 goes on the bet.
Damn it.
pool.
Damn it, Lucy! Damn it, Lucy, you queen of freaking darkness!
as another ghoul from maybe somewhere not too far away, just kind of like, oh, this is nice.
You know, the reason that Grim is at the bottom of the list of the Deadpool probably does at least partially have to do with the fact that there's a decent chance that in order for her to die, Erasmus has to be dead already. So by definition, one has to be above the other.
Actually, so most of the ghouls are basing it off of how well you all compose yourselves. Now that that's a thing that's known.
Right, yeah.
Mm. That's why she's up high.
Our one success this
Yep.
Yep.
That's why
Delilah.
that is why Grimma's at the
Wait.
bottom of the list.
Huh.
So who's below? Who's like right under Delilah? That's what I want to know.
It's the guy who went horde form. I wonder.
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta look. Okay, I see where you're pointing
It's
at.
Ludwig, yes.
Me.
Yeah, this one isn't a question, unfortunately.
July just getting. Truly, July was actually trying to get Grandma the chance to see.
I will say
Ludwig
there
in
are.
his horror
It's not
form.
like it's just you guys on the list. Some other people are on there too. Some other kindred. The ghouls are on the list. Sebastian's on the list. Thalia's on the list.
Oh man, I don't want my side to see me on the list on the top one. I don't want that tall.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we have means of procuring information. Who would like to witness the ceremony of a lifetime?
Do it.
I'm in.
I'll watch spooky shit. I mean, bug him all the time. Sure.
You bug him all the time, you say.
I bug him when we gotta do a job. Stop it, Lucy. You're making things assumptions about something else. I don't want another
I am
pool
nev-
like that.
I am
I
never
do not
making.
want one of those other pools. I do not want that.
I am not making an assumption of anything other that you are two business partners working together to solve something.
The way you are phrasing things, you're
It's
gonna
the way
make
I'm asking you a
You're going-
question. Dear God, woman, get your head out of your ass and think that everything is all about you.
all about me. I'm just telling you, don't put ideas in other people's who can make bets. I don't
Allow
want
me
that.
to, as
mindset.
Sebastian will kind of like step forward and just allow me to clarify, Miss Delilah, please. I believe what my lovely, beautiful, perfect wife is saying is that she's simply referencing how you and Mr. Ludwig seem to have this interesting dynamic in your professional relationship. Nothing romantic about it, simply a bit of a tango, as it were, in your professional life together.
Best frenemies.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Sebastian is so much better at wording at times with these. Thank you, darling.
If you'd like, I can have Sebastian roll
Yeah.
manipulation and subterfuge.
It's much better.
You know what?
Actually, it would
You know
probably
what?
be
The line's
charisma.
gonna see
It would
it.
probably be charisma and persuasion. But if you'd like to
Yeah.
roll wits and insight, you
Let's do
absolutely
that.
can. Okay.
Totally gonna do that. Do I got to rouse again? Because I rouse wits. So I have to rouse again.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Shoot.
Hey, thanks for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
Hey, cat. Hi.
Oh,
Hey.
I know you.
7 successes.
Yeah, you believe him.
God damn.
Oh, all right.
He
Alright,
rolled
alright.
that guy.
very well.
my husband's amazing.
Alright.
So, you
I'm
said
fine,
there was
fine.
a ritual, Miss Morano?
It's
Excellent.
it
Is this
involves
something you can perform
spirits and
here?
fun things.
Or
Probably best not
Preferably
performed here.
in my domain, as it were. But
We get to go to your house? Yes.
as you all are good acquaintances of mine, I have decided that it might be best to share what I can do to provide for you all. All
Yeah,
of
sure, I'm
you
okay.
are welcome. All right. I will have Talia give you all the address and meet me there at your earliest convenience.
is this something that you guys are looking to do tonight?
I can be done tonight. I'm looking at the time. So if you think it can be done tonight, then great. If not, then we can do a little zigzag with timey-wimey.
Yeah, let's go for it. If people are
Alright.
up for it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
Spooky
So
things.
you all make your way. I'm assuming everybody would like to go. If that is a lie, please tell me otherwise. But you all make your way to Marana's home, where she would be performing this ritual.
Yeah, it's a very lavish funeral house. So the upstairs is off limits. That is my domain, and nobody may go downstairs without my permission. But you are all welcome to the middle floor. We have blood, if you wish. I do not partake, but for those who do, you may have some.
Thanks for hospitality, but I'm good. I appreciate it.
I'm good as well, thank you.
I should go take a sip.
You know where it is.
I do.
After everyone is satiated, Marana would lead everyone down to the basement. It's kind of like a built like a you've seen catacombs, right? There's like, skulls lining the walls and all manner of dead shit around, where it would then open into a large chamber of sorts. And anybody who is versed in the occult will know that this is her ritual room of sorts.
Mhm.
I will-
Delilah. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, no, go for it.
No, mine's gonna be a smart ass comment.
I will ask,
So go.
Erasmus, is this something that would trigger your bane?
In space of death, it kind of that's kind of diametrically opposed to his thing. So yes,
Cool.
yes, that this would be Bane triggering.
Yeah, it's icky down. It's icky, gross, uncomfy.
It's
Like
very
it's not that it's not icky. It's just like it's the feeling is very like.
I mean, because of how Erasmus's Bane, how I'm running his Bane, it's not the ickiness, it's the lack of lived in. It's the fact that this is a space inherently about not being lived in.
yes.
So yes, absolutely. Yeah. Wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You doing all right, Erasmus? You want me to cover your eyes?
I that would probably make it harder for me to get around, but no, not doing the best. This space is well, nobody lives here.
I do happen to spend quite a few nights down here. Thank you very much.
That was not quite how what I meant, but yes.
Anyways, Talia, if you would help me prepare the ritual.
Yeah, and she will help get everything set up for
And
you.
Rana will go about flitting here and there to set up a ritual and take, was it 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes to cast or cast to to use summon spirit.
Okay.
Using the petrol or the gas canister as the fetter.
Hey, Ludwig,
Um,
you should ask her for the interior decorator.
So I need you to give me I believe it's Wits and Oblivion.
It is resolve and
Resolve and
oblivion.
Oblivion. Yeah.
Yes. But if I get fucked on this, then I get fucked on this. So let's hope I don't get fucked on this. 2, 3, 4. Five. Resolve, or I will rouse resolve. I do not get hungrier, which is great. And let's see how it goes. Crit 8.
With a crit 8, what kind of lighting do you have down here? Like little tea lights or like anything like that?
Traditional candlelight.
Okay. Um, as you sort of summon this spirit of Magnus, none of you see like a physical manifestation of a spirit or anything, but it's almost like the shadows that are being cast by these candles sort of start to play a little bit. And for Marana, you get that sense that this spirit is with you. This spirit is here. And you also can sort of see the play among the shadows as some elongate, some soften, some sort of dance and flicker a little bit. Outside of more of just like wind through a candle, it's this like these sharp erratic movements of the shadows, and you know that this spirit is here.
Magnus. Hello. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Good. My name is Morana. I am a resident here. I wanted to ask you a few things, if you don't mind, about your untimely demise. Is that
You
all right?
have to stop it.
Yes, we will. I promise. But I have to know things, information that you might possess.
What do you mean?
Are you in possession of a box that, when opened, released horrible, horrible things?
We did not know.
Yes, I understand. How did you come to acquire this box?
We had taken it.
Where is it now?
I do not know. I was not the last to have it.
Then who was the last?
The last that I knew was Velvet.
Velvet.
Fuck.
Is Velvet... What clan is Velvet?
Bruja.
Bruja. Thank you. As we're talking to this ghost, I am translating and communicating our conversation to the others. Well, since you're here, give me a moment to confer with my confidant. What information might be useful to learn?
Where would Violet usually spend her time? Where she usually located?
Is it Violet or Velvet?
Velvet.
Or Velvet, my bad.
Mm.
Sorry,
Yes.
Cassius' brain stuck to first season.
No, you're good.
Do you know
I
where
thought it was
Velvet-
somebody else.
Do you know where Velvet might be located? Where she frequents?
There are some places she might be found. She often enjoyed the aleworks, as well as the Black Rose Lounge.
Aleworks, Black Rose Lounge. Sorry, Star is trying to think of what other
No, you're fine. Take your
questions might
time.
be useful.
Does he know where her haven is?
Have you visited her haven, and would you know where that would be located?
Her haven is in Ridgeview, near Rose Hill.
Ridgeview, Roseview.
Ridgeview, Rose Hill.
Any other known, anyone else that might have it could also be useful.
Sorry, what was that?
And any others that might have it would also be useful.
That have the
The box.
ah.
On the assumption that Velvet was the last person that he knew had the box, which also puts her as a fantastic candidate for one of the people who might already be dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
ask
will,
like why they took it.
I will relay the
Right.
question. The sorry, my mind is blanking. So can you say that again, Ben?
No. Who else might have the box?
Benjamin Tremere.
Benjamin.
The three of us work together.
Did you take it under anybody's orders?
No. We had heard
What
about the
was your motive?
collection.
So it was simply intrigue.
Theft is theft. We were going to sell, trade, barter the items.
Fair enough.
Ask them who if they had a buyer.
Did you have a buyer in mind?
Several. None we had contacted yet.
All right.
Does he have the buyer information? To see the buyer information, even though they didn't contact them, the other two might have after his demise.
He will go on to list about 20 potential buyers,
Ugh.
which, if you'd like, I can give you a list of that later, or if somebody wants to do that as part of their goals to investigate into, we'll talk on that one as well.
Lucy will do that.
20 buyers, that's going to be like basically everyone.
Bano Akeem, this tells me who's in luck for items from the occult as well.
Did you ever hear about anybody who went into the sewers and disappeared, never to return again?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that happened after he died.
Yes. Also,
gotcha.
You will note the curator is on that list he gives you.
Interesting.
But
Not
that
really
should not
surprised.
come as a surprise to those
Yeah.
who know the curator
Yeah.
because of what you know about him.
Yeah, hearing that, half the coterie just sort of shrugs and goes, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
no,
sense.
That tracks.
Where is he staying? I'll check his place out later.
Where are you staying? Where were you staying?
Oh,
Yeah.
where was he staying? Sorry.
Yeah.
He will tell you he was staying out just on the other side of the boundary of the barony to the south of Annandale. So right in the Annandale Acres area.
That is, if I'm not mistaken, extremely close to the Grimart
Oh.
Haven.
Let's see what I have for Haven.
I don't know how to spell Annandale. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That is literally, I'm pretty sure that's next one over almost. So Erasmus would be very familiar with that.
Grima
Alright.
perks up from that as well.
If you guys want to go there, that's fine.
Magnus, you have been extremely helpful thus far. I was wondering if perhaps you would like to further help reconcile this mess and do a favor for me. Would you be willing?
What favor are you gonna ask of him?
I'm gonna ask him if he could investigate and patrol the sewers.
Are you going to compel or bind him?
I will do so only if he doesn't freely wish to.
He will say that he will for a time.
Perfect. And then I promise I will release you. You have been very helpful, Magnus. Thank you very much.
We did not know what it would do.
I understand.
You get this like sense of like regret
Yes.
and remorse.
Yes. Curiosity is a powerful feeling. I can respect that sentiment. Thank you.
He will of his own free will, or as much free will as he's got. You'll see the shadows sort of move and start to twitch again, as he sort of leaves the space to go and investigate into the sewers as you had asked.
Perfect.
Anything else for the night before we wrap up?
Delilah's just gonna shoot a text about Velveteen and to her contacts. And that's it.
Okay.
Wow,
I
that
got
was
nothing
fun.
else.
Yeah.
All right. As the ceremony is completed and as we leave things off here for the night, players, would you all please go around the table and say who you are, what you do, roses, thorns, and extra XP, starting with Eris.
I am Eris Von Jabberwock, noble heir to the Jabberwock name. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I am a horse girl Ojosama who likes to stream anything she fancies. You can find me streaming over on Twitch at Eris Von Jabberwock when I finally get back to it. And you can also find me on Twitter at Eriwalk. Roses, thorns, and XP, right?
Yep.
Okay, roses. The interactions between this whole betting ring.
Yes.
But also just the banter between Delilah and Ludwig. Also, Ludwig's horrid form. I really enjoyed seeing that come out.
Hard form, baby.
Looking forward to seeing it again. Thorns. This situation seems to be getting worse. And extra XP, I am going to go Ludwig.
All right. Fen.
I'm Fenwick Alcester, the Demon Moose. You can find me on Twitch at Fenwick Alcester, Twitter at Fenwick Alcester, and Blue Sky at fenwickalcester.ca. I played Erasmus, the group's Toreador. Roses. It was fun seeing all the different portrayals of the fear and hallucinations. That was cool to see. I liked that. And then also to see how the people who weren't affected by it handled it. That was, yeah, cool interactions all around. Thorns, I don't think I feel like I treated the curator as someone that Erasmus was less familiar with than he actually is. Like it was like sort of just like, I don't know who you are, which isn't really true. So didn't quite nail that, but something to improve on. Extra XP, Delilah. That was fun.
All right. Junie. Up, you're muted.
Also has to, be muted at some point. God damn it. Anyhow,
It's
I'm
not
Junie
a
Von.
Junie.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm Junie Von Esch. You can find me on my own channel. You can also find me on the RPG table because I live there most of the time. You also find me on like Separate Studios. Find me here, and you also find me when Revenos gets back into it on his channel, Revenos Archive for 7th Sea. Roses. All of this was amazing fun, and especially when Delilah tried to catch me lying and failed.
Why you always lie?
Why
Right.
you always lying?
Ryan.
No thorns because we kind of didn't do anything that was thorny. We did investigation, which was awesome. I'm gonna say Delilah too for extra XP because she was just pumping it out there when she took out when she looked at the ghoul that just flew to dive right in front of her, and then she's like, "Nah, bitch, you're gonna get lost." She just goes, "Shoop," and it's just like, "Oh well, hold on, goal." And her just taking this betting pool and it's like, why y'all trying to bet on me? I'm not do nothing. And we're like, that's why we're trying to bet on you to see if you will do something finally. Anyhow, that's me. Peace.
All right. Katie.
Hey, I'm Katie. I play Delilah today, the Bruja. You can follow me on TikTok at k.k.novacarthur. I promise I will post writing snippets. I just been not happy which ones I've been posting. But soon I will be posting pictures of items that I've been making, such as this one for our Cryptides Season 2 characters. Get their own
Ooh.
cups. Ooh.
Very nice.
Looks
Very
so
nice.
good.
I know.
As well as wood burning.
Very cool.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ah.
Roses. Delilah, Hulk smash. She's ready to throw shit, hit him with a chair. That's pretty much how it goes.
Bruja on a Bruja.
Yeah, Bruja gonna
Bruja's on a Bruja. Like, finally, I'm not playing a timid mouse and just a piss off person all the damn time. Yay!
We need to have Rini meet Delilah so that Rini can learn how to Bruja.
Oh,
We have-
Jesus.
Right.
we have scenes that Delilah does, and she's like, I hug this because she feels like sunshine. Boob hugs, just smother her with boobs.
Yeah, that tracks.
If it's not a plot with two T's, it's a plot at all.
Exactly.
There's a plot up.
Need more plot in here.
There's few lines that Delilah has when she meets Rini, and it's just hilarious. Kerrick will vouch for that. Thorns. Does everybody betting on Delilah? Oh damn!
It's nothing personal. It's the composure, man.
Well, the two of them are gonna crack at some point. Well, we're here for it.
She's like, I thought you guys liked me. Damn, kind of thing.
It's not you, it's me.
But no, truthfully, everything was fun and everything great. Points. I would say Liliana. Not Liliana. Ah!
Wait, I can give points to Lily.
Sorry, Star. I apologize.
You're
Yes.
good.
I love it how she confronted Delilah and then scurry away. I love that little brave mouse. Fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Kerrick.
Hi, I'm Kerrick the Painter. I played Ludwig, our resident spooky bitch. I mean, Zimitzi. You can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, and Mastodon and TikTok. Paint all kinds of things from fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between. Currently painting some Space Marines. Roses. That was a lot of fun. Seeing Marana's ritual, especially fun, very fun. Nothing really thorn worthy. So for extra XP, I gotta toss it to Marana for again spooky ritual of awesome. And why not? Let's throw one to Grima too, because talking to fairies was funny and hilarious.
Aw.
Aw.
All right. Star.
Hello, I'm Star the Shimmer, Crown Princess of the Crystal Kingdom. Bow down to me. I'm a Unicorn Princess VTuber that plays a lot of things, like Infinite Wealth tomorrow. So check that out at twitch.tv/stardust_shimmer. You can also find me on Fridays where I play Teresa, a PTSD-infused android. It's fine. I was Marana today. I was Marana today. The group's Hikata. And roses. I was able to finally do oblivion rituals. Fun.
Hey.
Very fun.
Yay.
It's not meant for
Yay!
anything bad at all. This is fine. Just also seeing everybody interact, seeing all the different compulsions and how they affect everybody, how you deal with them. Super awesome. Thorns, no thorns, extra XP. I'm gonna send it to Ludwig for that sweet horde form. That's gonna definitely give me nightmares.
We're all season of them.
All right. And what's up, everybody? I am Psymerc. You can find me on all socials at Psymerc. You can also catch me right here Friday nights playing some D&D. Of course, I storytell on Sundays. RPG Table is currently on a hiatus from Chicago by Night. We just had our finale last night. It was a lot of fun. But starting in April, we will be doing a Changeling the Dreaming game, so check that out. Should be a good time. Once Ravnos comes back and starts running things again, I'll also be on 7th Sea every other Thursday, so you can catch me there. Outside of that, I think that's all we got. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for not spending your channel points to make me cold open with a song. I appreciate that. And I hope that everybody has a very wonderful rest of your night, and we will see all you people next week. So, bye.
Bye.
Bye.